Yo, what's good, ladies and gentlemen? It's your boy DaVon back in the flesh with another legendary video. Appreciate you guys coming through for this channel as we got the latest news and updates when it comes to the story of what's going on with Sean, Puffy, Diddy, Combs. There's a whole lot been going on with day one of the trial. A whole lot have been pushing forward when it comes to the overall presentation of how things have been transpiring, all the way down to the drama, to people talking about the judge to witnesses, the whole 9 years, even jury celebrating to not even want to be there. But we're gonna go ahead and dive into the whole timeline of breaking everything down that actually initially had took place. Let's go ahead and dive into it and check everything out that actually have come about when it comes to Diddy. Got that article for you guys so you guys can see in full all context of the whole entire thing. We had from May 5th, 2025. That was the first day the trial actually began with the selection process of 12 jurors, with six alternate with the vetting of impartially and remaining anonymous throughout the trial. Then we break it down all the way to May 1st. Combs turned down a plea deal from the federal prosecutors, confirming his decision with federal judge Arun Subramanian 4 days before he was scheduled to stand trial for his five federal charges, including sex trafficking and racketeering, all which he pleaded not guilty to. Then we had the pre-trial hearing back on April 25th, 2025 in New York. And of course, everything broke down from that situation down to the hearing, including his lawyers arguing about the footage was being manipulated and a whole lot of direct contents when it came to the information. Of course, after hearing, federal prosecutor Madison Summer said Combs had rejected the plea offer through the details of the deal, which were not disclosed, while Combs' lawyer Mark Afivino told the judge that the took place of a lifestyle and, of course, being a swinger, and argue his sexual encounters were consensual and a possible hand at Combs' defense for the trial. But of course, we're gonna not gonna go through the whole entire line, but all the way to when he got prosecuted. I'm probably gonna break down that whole entire process since September 2024. That's when the lawsuit came aboard by Victoria to kick off the series of crime complaints against Combs, including rape, sexual assault, sex racketeering, and other claims. And of course, that's when they raided his home back on March 2025. And then on March 29th, of course, CNN investigators broke down the charges that were filed against him. But this court case has been actually going on and off the rails. A whole lot has been taking place. And you can see firsthand that Diddy's in a lot of hot water. A whole lot of different things have been going on when it comes just to the overall presentation of how things have been going. He's a showman, and of course, this is going to be a little dramatic, even for the people that have been involved. But let's go ahead and get into the actual news of everything that broke down when it came to Sean Diddy Combs. Appreciate you guys coming through. But let's go ahead and check it out and see what the actual. Shout out to MSNBC for being on top of this. But we're going to
in New
go
York
ahead and check
City
it out.
after final jury selection and opening statements this morning. The prosecution portrayed the music mogul as the leader of a criminal conspiracy sex trafficking ring, while the defense rejected that, saying trying to turn Combs' consensual sexual relationships into sex trafficking, quote, will not work. Combs pled not guilty to charges of racketeering, conspiracy, sex trafficking, and transportation to engage in prostitution. Joining me now, Christy Greenberg, former SDNY Criminal Division Deputy Chief, former federal prosecutor, and MSNBC legal analyst. So, Christy, you were inside the courtroom. Tell us what it was like in there.
Well, it was packed. There were 2 rows full of Sean Combs'
Fully
family
packed
and
when it comes to
friends,
everybody being
as well
involved.
as other members of the media and other members of the public that were very interested to learn what was happening. You had 2 opening statements that portrayed a very different image of who Sean Combs is. You had the prosecutors saying that this man ran a criminal enterprise for over 20 years, that he engaged in using force and coercion in order to make two separate victims engage in these commercial sex acts, these freak-offs that they did not want to participate in.
Man,
And then you had the other side, which is the defense, having Sean Combs stand up and show a different side of him and say, look, he's indefensible in terms of committing domestic violence, but that doesn't mean he's a sex trafficker. That doesn't mean he engaged in racketeering. And
we
trying
have to
to
see
make
how
this
this
distinction
actual
and really
details
focusing on
turn
the
out when
victims
it
and
comes to him. It can go in so many different directions. When it comes to Sean Diddy Combs, it's a lot of different details when it comes to that man. That man is tied to a lot of different things in the different rings. Myself even meeting him over the years, he was a cool dude. He was just all over the place when it comes to different things. But behind the scenes, it's his own willing and doing just what he was doing with all the baby oil and pre-recording whoever was involved, all the high A-listers that was involved in the situation. It's a tough one, but if they're going to continue to push the deal, they got a whole lot of details and evidence against him. He's going to have a tough case to try to beat this. But you already know how it goes, money walk and everything goes talk. But if he got the money or he got his buddies that's up there and the high caliber, they can bail him out on this whole entire situation to put it to rest when it comes to the overall drama that has been going on with this case. But I'd like to know from you guys' point of view how you guys are feeling about this actual Diddy ongoing situation with this drama that has been going on with the court. I will follow up with you guys as we get further along into the actual trial. I'll just kind of get you guys speed up to everything. I know a lot of people have been actually asking me to see what's going on with this, give a little follow up, and put this on my content. But I appreciate you guys coming through for this actual video. You guys be safe. Post your comments down below. Like, comment, subscribe. And I'll catch you guys on the next one.